To the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and outside the pod. And unfortunately, all the co-host is no longer including Flip. I heard a couple of Freudian slips today. Today is Wednesday. I already told y'all it's cool because of how they record the pods. But once he comes Wednesday, or once Wednesday comes and he's not here, then we're going to have to speak on it. Today is that day. He's not here. They didn't acknowledge him in the intro at all. But I'm here to play a couple of clips and speak on why I think Flip left on his own fruition. But without further ado, let's get straight to it.
Friday off, huh?
Ice was off too.
Hey.
Ice was off too.
You gonna rant immediately. You gonna rant immediately. No Wendy's.
I think that people might have noticed that Ice was not
No
here.
McDonald's. You just gonna snitch. We talking about your absence, Miss
Okay.
Lady.
All right.
In Miami, huh?
Damn. I think that people might have noticed that Ice wasn't here. If I'm not mistaken, the last episode that I watched, 3 of y'all were gone. It was Melissa Ford, Ice, and Queenzflip. Because it was the dude cast. And that equates to 3 people that were gone. But now you're saying it was just Ice that was gone outside of you. So now I'm confused. Was that a Freudian slip, or are y'all just outright acknowledging that Flip isn't coming back at this point? I'm confused because I'm not even hating at this point. But that was just the first Freudian slip that got my wheels turning in my head, and I was like, no, this can't be. But that's fine. It is what it is. I just continued to listen to the episode, and not even 15 minutes later.
I ain't introing nobody else. And this is another long intro. Amani's here, Ish is here, Ice is here, Parks is here, Poe is here, Casanova is here, and Erickson is here.
Casanova.
Everybody's here. How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling? What's up?
We good. Good.
Feeling great?
Good to be back, man. Good to be back.
Happy to see
Everybody's here? Oh. Alright, man. Eventually, y'all are gonna start giving me my flowers for being right on things. I said there's smoke. There's smoke. What kind of smoke is probably what I was wrong about. And it's based off of how they're speaking and the movement of Flip outside of the pod that lets me know it was him that decided to leave. Joe, I told y'all, and I was wrong on which words that I picked up on, but I told y'all that nigga was playing semantics when he said I did not fire Flip. Me, because of how much Flip used to dick ride Joe when he was on his shit, I just automatically assumed that he was suspended because they were talking about PTO and shit like that. So I thought he got paid to leave. Nigga, stay home. Don't speak on us. We won't speak on you. Sorry, I got all this phlegm in my mouth. Don't speak on us. We won't speak on you. Fucking nobody has to know what happened. Everybody can run with the narrative that you got arrested and then let bygones be bygones. And we'll go on about our business whenever you come back. But based off of what Melissa just said and what Joe just said, this shit is, I think something's wrong here. There's like something genuinely wrong. This nigga's not coming back type shit. And because of what happened in the past with Joe and Rory and Maul and him having that public firing on his motherfucking podcast on like episode 428 or whatever episode that was, he's not trying to go through that bullshit again. And how many times have people quit on Joe? That would be a bad precedent. And because it's never actually happened on the main pod, how would that go down? I think this is a way bigger story than we're giving it credit. If Flip quit, PTO to me equates to nigga shut the fuck up. PTO, we got the wrong abbreviation. I said PTL like an idiot. PTO stands for NDA, nigga. I understand that you quit. Damn. And then there's another snippet in this episode that I was going to tie into something else, but it ties into this too. Niggas have to pay you to shut the fuck up. Go ahead, do your thing, do whatever it is that you're trying to do at the Queenzflip Network. He told us a couple of months ago that he was getting his studio, and none of us put any thought into it. Even though everything was going down the way it was going down, we didn't think that this nigga would leave on his own fruition. And I know that's not the thought out there because I've been watching all the other videos. They're saying that he got fired. I was included in that. But he left. Flip quit. There's a difference. But before I start casting aspersions against any of the cast members, I don't think this is a bad thing. I don't think this is a bad thing for any of them. I think Joe is going to flourish on the JBP without Flip because he got what he needed from Flip when he brought Flip in, which is why he brought him in the first place. He got that extra boost from Flip. He was able to get Melissa on the tip too. And she re-signed her contract is basically what this is telling me. Flip didn't renew, Melissa Ford did. Because Melissa Ford is seeing the doors that are opening up for her by being a part of the JBP. So she's not going to squander the opportunity. But Flip felt like doors were closing on him. And because I'm not an avid Flip fan like that, what happened to the WWE deal? We don't speak on these things. And there's a reason that Flip was like, you got to stop speaking so foul on my business ventures. And then even when he was acknowledging his absence this time, Joe was kicking his back in on this business venture, saying that he was kicking some sausage, even though that's what he's doing. Anyway, what happened to that WWE deal? I haven't seen Flip running around with none of them niggas. Is Flip placing the blame on Joe for not partaking in that deal? Or is it that Joe or the Joe Budden podcast has opened up so many doors for Flip, but now that he's reaping from all the benefits of being on Joe Budden's podcast, he's not trying to pay Joe. So no, all these deals can go to the wayside, and let me quit. Let's just say we have a difference of opinions. What do they say in a marriage, in a divorce contract? Irreconcilable differences. That's what these niggas have. I don't have any of the deals, but as soon as I leave, I'm finna try to get all these deals back and not have to cut Joe off, because I'm already knowing that's what's gonna happen. If you get any of these brand deals, y'all niggas gonna have to cut me off a chunk, and I can speak on that knowingly because when Melissa was doing that shit with BMW, Joe was pissed and he was trying to mask it behind a joke, but he was genuinely pissed. Notice we haven't been hearing Ish promote his motherfucking hoodies anymore. Yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind these scenes and behind closed doors that we're not privy to. But when you have a business, and I have a moderately way smaller business, but it's successful, and I know what it feels like to have a nigga try to use you for their own personal gain and not give anything to you. Like, no, nigga. And if you're smart and astute businessman, like I feel like Joe is at times, nigga, you can't just get this shit off from my platform and expect me to not take a cut. So Flip's already seeing all the writing on the wall, and it's like, I'm actually growing and signing more deals, but I don't want to have to cut this nigga off a chunk of it. And this is all speculation on my end. But it's clear that he's not coming back. But Joe was smart by saying he did not fire Flip. He was telling the truth. He didn't say that Flip was still a part of the JBP. He just said, I didn't fire that nigga. He quit. He quit. Fuck a PTO. But I'm missing speculation, man. I just want y'all to come back to this video when it happens to be true. When Flip is eventually able to speak on it. Because that's the one thing that's making me like, all right, dog, what the fuck is going on? Because Flip hasn't spoken on it. And then this next snippet that I'm about to play is correlated to my last topic, but I'm going to tie it in with this one as well.
Pay him right, talk to him nice, treat him right, or deal with the ramifications, and that nigga's got a big mouth. What do we want? Companies pay me now to shut up. They ain't paying me to talk. Hey. I come in, the fans do that for me to talk to y'all. But the companies, no, it's you be quiet. Don't talk about this. Keep this one between us.
It ain't work out, but here, take this bonus check.
Big dog, keep this between us.
Bingo, Ish. Bingo. That's what happened to the cash deal. But go back to what Joe was saying. These companies pay me now to shut the fuck up. We don't need you to speak on that. When that Olivia shit happened, and Joe had just gotten the contract or the creative director role and title at Patreon, and that Olivia accusation happened, nigga, we just fucking signed you. And you do have the cachet that we need, which is why we signed you. But now you can't be the face of what we have. Lay low, get the fuck out the limelight, and continue to get this check. He's telling us. This nigga he's often done this. He'll tell us what he wants to say in essence, a Morse code. He says it, I keep telling y'all, he's masking this shit. But he's telling us what's going on. These companies pay me to shut the fuck up. And then he segued to Prize Picks, which I thought was smart. But no, nigga, you're not throwing me off the trail this time. This nigga's still employed by Patreon. He could be employed by Cash App still too. When did the bag for Joe start coming in? We gotta equate what the money came from. But the way I was making this correlation to Flip and Joe, what makes y'all think the same thing's not happening to Flip right now? Shut the fuck up. Here, nigga. I will still pay you. Just keep all of this out the limelight, because even though I was able to receive the most publicity from my show that I've ever received from the Roy and Mal breakup, I still haven't recovered from that. So if I have another one of those within a 3-year span, my shit might be toast. And then I'm already looking at the accolades that all my other counterparts and peers are receiving. And then they're trying to save face. Axe really trying to save face. I'm bigger than Joe, but Joe's my big bro. What? So I'm already slipping. I'm already relinquishing the lead. If this happens, I might receive good publicity from it to the point where I go back to number 1, but it's only because people are tuning in to see my demise. I don't know, man. I'm just a speculative nigga. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Of course, the commentary, all the engagement, that shit genuinely helps. But as a result of that, make sure y'all tune into my other video, man. I just dropped. I don't even know the title of it yet because I'm still in the editing process. But I know they're both dropping today. It's basically channeling my energy and what I do outside of just watching podcasts. It's just me trying to become an entrepreneur and building up my landscaping business. But either way it goes, I appreciate all y'all support, y'all making your boy feel loved, making it to the point where I actually want to start doing this again every day. So if it wasn't for y'all, there'd be no me. That shit sounds cliche, but it's genuinely the truth. So I appreciate y'all. But until next time, make sure you say and give your thanks to the Most High and all your lost loved ones. But peace.